Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I just wanted to very quickly go over the purpose of fasting during Ramadan. During Ramadan, we want to try and be as close to Allah as possible. Fasting isn't just about starving ourselves. It also puts us in a state where we become conscious about God throughout the day in all that we do. It's not just to refrain from food and water, but also to prevent us from causing harm with our ears, our tongue, our eyes, and our limbs. So I'm going to dive into each of these real quick. We prevent harm with our eyes by avoiding looking at things that we shouldn't be looking at or is inappropriate that could reduce our reward during our fast. We prevent harm with our ears by abstaining from listening to things that we shouldn't be listening to. For instance, music. What does music do? Music actually hinders your control over your mood and your emotions. So during Ramadan, we want to try and be as close to our spirituality as possible. And in order to do that, we want to be in full control of our senses. As some scholars suggest, music is the Quran of the shaitan, so we should try our best to try and avoid it. We prevent harm with our tongues by, for instance, we shouldn't be swearing during the fast, as it does reduce our reward. Getting angry with others, not speaking badly about others, particularly backbiting. In case you don't know what backbiting is, it's when you mention something about someone else behind their back that they wouldn't like for you to say. Backbiting is actually one of the major sins in Islam. It actually does break your fast. Allah actually compares backbiting to biting the flesh off your brother and sister. So we should be very careful about what we say about others. Another aspect of our tongue we should be wary about is controlling our anger. Now, I understand that while you're fasting throughout the day, hours without food, it can get easier to be agitated and irritated at others. However, we should try our best to tame ourselves and not lose control or lash out at anyone, and also to forgive others for the sake of Allah. And lastly, preventing harm with our limbs. So what does that mean? It means not to cause physical harm to others with, say, our hands or getting into fights or anything like that. Not only that, but also we should abstain from walking towards places that are no good to us. For instance, bars or clubs or anything that would take away from our spirituality. That's pretty much everything I wanted to discuss. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.